Dishonesty. The man who claims to be honest and hid his tax returns for 15 years, who claims to be the best businessman and pays only $750 in taxes annually, who had to compensate 6,000 students and close his fake university for committing fraud, who claims to be innocent but is afraid to give evidence to defend himself in an impeachment trial, is that same individual who considers himself a genius but paid to be admitted as a student to the university. And as if that were not enough, he pretends to be religious while his vulgarity betrays him. That rude man is a real disgrace. His name, Donald J. Trump, former president of the most powerful country in the world, a person who is incapable of showing integrity, responsibility, or empathy, but has the secret code for more than 4,000 nuclear bombs. A real-world danger. When the last elections, the voting geniuses in the United States bet on Donald Trump because he was a businessman. However, they did not notice the corruption and the fact that was happening at that very moment. Donald Trump had to close the illegal university that he himself had opened because it was nothing more than a rat hole designed to defraud students. As a result, he had to pay $25 million in compensation. It was a fake establishment that sold $35,000 courses offered by people without the authority or faculty to teach. Even though the president and his so-called university promised professional graduation diplomas and even doctorates, the students only received a worthless piece of paper. This article does not have room to externalize the psychological and illegal tricks used to deceive students and steal as much money as possible from them. But the president's integrity has already been exposed. Donald Trump is not a genius, as he likes to call himself. The evidence shows quite the opposite. According to his niece Mary Trump and his sister, a federal judge, Anna Trump, young Donald paid for another student to take the university entrance exam, something that was possible when there were no documents with photographs. The president frequents and pays to have sex with prostitutes, and as a consequence, his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, on the orders of his boss, had to pay $130,000 to silence the ladies of the night. Evidence? The statement of his own lawyer in the trial that sentenced him to prison. But it is not the only evidence. Jason Miller, assistant to the president, said that despite the fact that the president is married to a beautiful woman much younger than him, he continues to hire prostitutes. In conclusion, you cannot expect good fruit from a rotten tree. The saying goes, a sample is enough. It is understood that each person perceives reality in a different way, and the world with more than 7 billion people cannot be uniform. But ignoring the evidence is dangerous. Donald Trump is a disgraced person. His lack of honesty, responsibility and empathy compromises the peace and economic well-being of the world, and as Australians and main allies of the United States we should be concerned, since because of him, the relations between Australia and China are not ideal.